NBA show. I'm waiting for my Instagram stream to go up, man. Today, I'm sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late, boys. I'm going to be honest. I played a little bit too much Clash Royale this morning. But today we're going to have to make this a quick one because we got a film session coming up right after I finish up with this. We also have, there we go, Joseph's birthday. Officially, I think it's officially tomorrow, but happy birthday, Joseph. Today, we're going to be going through my awards winners for Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now, the way this is going to work is I have a winner and I have an underdog, okay, for both of them. There's some other names I'll definitely give shout-outs to. Shout out like Ashton Genty, I don't have as a winner. I don't have Teteroa McMillan, we're not really going to talk about today. We're not really going to talk about – that might be it out of the big dogs. Oh, I got Travis Hunter in the thumbnail. I don't think Travis Hunter comes away with either of these awards. Maybe he comes away with one, but both. We could get a little bit more into that later. But shout out the chat. Everyone turn up for me. Talk that talk. Let me know your picks for Rookie of the Year. I'll tell you where I put all my picks in. I put all my picks in on Boom Fantasy. And if you use code RTP on Boom Fantasy, you can get a risk-free bet up to $100. That's right. On Boom Fantasy, you get a risk-free bet up to $100. Not only is that a good deal, but it's the best way to support the channel. So if that interests you, make sure you guys do that. Chat, turn me up. I feel like the chat hasn't been popping for these in a while, but turn me up. So for Offensive Rookie of the Year, right? For me, it really came down to Ashton Genty and Cam Ward. Now, I had a hard time picking between the two because I do think both teams are in a very similar situation where there's not a lot of expectations for either team. You know, if Cam Ward goes out there and wins the Titans 7 games, then I think that's a huge jump, obviously, from last season. And if Ashton Genty goes out there and the Raiders win 10 games, then I think that the award's probably his. I think that's going to matter more than anything. Casino, Quinn Essential, how you doing, brother? I'm doing great. We're just talking about the Rookie of the Years in the NFL. Yeah, I was about to say in sports. I don't know why. It's early, man. It's early for me. Yeah, so my official pick for Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to come down to Cam. It's going to be Cam Ward, sorry. I just feel like for his team, they have a lot of vets around him. Now, again, him and Ashton Genty are in a similar situation. And I think Ashton Genty, as far as prospect goes, was the number one prospect for me in the draft. But I just think situationally, I'm in Cali, brother. I'm in Cali. Cali boy for life. Situationally, the quarterback usually wins, right? So if Cam Ward and Ashton Genty were to come close, they're probably going to edge it out to Cam Ward. So that's why I'm going with that. But again, I do see a world where the Raiders go out there and hoop and Ashton Genty wins Rookie of the Year and he rushes for 1,200 yards. I'm so sorry, boys. Did I just – fuck. My bad. That's the problem with this live stuff, bro. I can't get away with that. I would have cut that out if I was doing it on my terms. Hey, where you from in Cali, brother? What you do in California? I stream. Pretty simple. Yeah, I mean, for Cam Ward, though, back to my notes a little bit, it's going to come down to him being protected, right? If he could get protected this season, then he's going to have a monster year with DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Lockett, Treylon Burks there. So I do think he could do that, and I do think he's playing in the weakest division in the NFL. Now, look, I'm a Texans fan, right? I'm rocking the Texans jersey. I just don't see a lot of competition in our division. You know, as far as the Texans go, we should have been the top dogs last year. We were really disappointed. The Jaguars obviously don't look great. Maybe they have a bounce back year next year. Who am I blanking on? Texans, Titans. I wouldn't say full time. But it's like what I do right now, you know, I'm trying to figure it out. And the Colts. And the Colts just disappointed too with Anthony Richardson having a down year. Casino, are you a football fan? Let me know your team. Yeah, so the Cam Ward stuff, I think he'll do it. I think he'll lock it down. I think they could go out there and be maybe second in our division. And I don't know how you don't put Cam Ward in that conversation if he does, especially being the number one pick. He also gets that kind of like a little elevation, a little boost. You love Madrid? My cousin's a Liverpool fan. I don't really watch soccer. I went to Inter Miami not too long ago. But my cousin's a pretty huge Liverpool fan. Shout out Ethan. Um, Now, for the underdog for this award, I'm going to go with Amarion Hampton, right? Amarion Hampton, to me, had a great, obviously, college season. A lot of people had him as the number one running back, even over Ashton Genty after his historic season. And I think Amarion Hampton just got put in the perfect situation. Now, his betting odds right now are plus 1,400. So this is my favorite sports. I would say basketball probably, but football's up there. UFC's getting up there for sure. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, boys. Okay. Amarion Hampton has geez, dude, I'm lost in the sauce now. Just like 5 things just happened at once. Okay, we're good. Yeah. The size on Amarion Hampton and then being in LA helps a lot. J.K. Dobbins had a career year last season under Jim Harbaugh. Hopefully, Amarion Hampton could do the same thing as well. And then there's Najee Harris there, but I don't know if that's a problem, really. I just don't see Najee being that good. And Amarion Hampton could end up with the starting position as a rookie because they didn't even pay Najee that much. If they paid him a bag, then they would have had to play him. But you don't pay him a bag, so Amarion Hampton, he could take this position pretty easily. I wouldn't be surprised if he's starting after 4-5 games. I stream on YouTube. We're live on Instagram right now, and we're also live on Kick. And Kick, honestly, I'm happy you're in here, bro, but we only use Kick right now because TikTok isn't letting me go live. But honestly, Kick's been pretty active, so I might stay on Kick. But if you want to for sure see our content, man, stay on Instagram and YouTube. So those are our main platforms as well. Do you watch Football Casino? Do you have a Rookie of the Year pick for any of these? Now let's head over to the defensive side, right? And I think the obvious pick here, and it's the pick I'm going to go with, is Abdul Carter. He was, other than Travis Hunter, probably the best defensive player in college last season, and now he's heading to the Giants. They have so much help. He's got Sexy Dexy, Brian Burns, Bobby Okereke, Kayvon Thibodeau. There's a lot going on in New York, and I think he's going to lead all rookies in D-line stats, He's just, you can't double team him. You can't put a lot of pressure. As far as a scheme, you can't really scheme around him because that D-line legitimately is insane. I don't watch football because of overload of my work. Where are you working at? I think he should lead all rookies in D-line stats. And I think the Giants low-key could have a sneaky elite defense. I look at Cleveland, the Joe Flacco year, where they out of nowhere were just like an elite defense, one of the best defenses in the NFL, and that carried their team. So I could see that happening with this Giants team, and maybe the offense isn't there. But if I'm being transparent, I do think that division is weak, right? Like the Eagles are the team to beat in the entire NFL. But I'm not really tripping about the Cowboys. The Commanders had a great year, but I think we need to see it one more time for us to really, really believe in it, So I'm going with Abdul Carter as my plus 250. Hey, I like this one. Shout out my pops. How much you get for the buzz cut? My pops buzzes my hair. My pops buzzes my hair, so it's free. I'll be saving my money. I'll put it in my pocket. I don't spend nothing on my buzz cut. Now, my underdog pick is I'm a graphic designer and I manage and make logo banners. Oh, that's fire, Casino. My underdog is Mikael Williams down in San Francisco. Right now, he has plus 1,000 odds to win. And I just feel like the vibes in San Francisco are super up in the air, right? Which is good. Because I think if you don't know the direction of a team, right? And it's kind of like you don't think they're going to be bad, but you don't think they're going to be good. And then they go out there and they're good. Someone on that team's going to win an award. I feel like that happened when the Browns were good with Joe Flacco, and then Joe Flacco gets comeback player of the year. Like the Seahawks, Geno Smith, I believe, won comeback player of the year. Like when there's vibes in the air that we really don't know what's going on, then the awards start flowing. And Mikael Williams, was a monster in college at Georgia, and now he's going to be playing on the opposite side of Nick Bosa. And all the conversations in camp have been how Nick Bosa is giving him praise because he's just glued to Nick Bosa's hip, and that's a great thing because we could learn from that. Mikael Williams definitely can learn from that, from Nick Bosa, from one of the greatest pass rushers of all time, and he's only a rookie, so I think the development will be there for sure because Mikael's so raw, but he's so athletic. He just needs the skill set a little bit more, and Mikael Williams is going to get that from Nick Bosa. I think if that's a guy, yeah, simple. Those are my award predictions. Do you play sports or just watch sports? I'm trying to get back into hooping more consistently. I kind of put some weight on, so I'm trying to get back into playing basketball more consistently. I love doing that, man. That's my favorite thing to do. I watch sports, obviously. I bet on sports, and when I do, I use code RTP on Boom Fantasy. Use code RTP to get a risk-free bet up to $100. Man, that's pretty much all I had for you guys today. If you guys want to shoot me some questions in the chat, we can keep this going a little bit because I did want this to be a quick stream, but 11 minutes is a quick stream. I hope you weren't clowning on me when you said this, bro. My pops is pretty proud of his buzz cut. My pops is pretty proud of when he buzzes my hair. I'm not gonna lie. He be feeling good. I gotta gas him up a little bit. He be trying to fade me though, and then I'm like, nah, don't do all that, man. You're scaring me a little bit. Yeah, I mean, if that's it, we could wrap up the episode. Anything else? Tomorrow on the slate, we're gonna have Phil on the show. We're gonna be talking some basketball. Yeah, you could have my Instagram is going to be at Run the Play Network. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about some draft decisions in the NBA, and then on Friday I have a special guest joining us for the 4th of July stream. It may be the guy that buzzes my hair. I don't know, but you guys are gonna have to wait and see. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you so much. Hey, the point of these streams, boys, is just pop something on while you're brushing your teeth, getting your hair right, doing what you got to do in the morning. We're just quick talking ball. It's never nothing going to be too analytical, never nothing to be too deep. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. Love y'all. Peace.